Coucou les coucous! De retour à Beacon Pine.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
I did. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. Still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while the danger persists. Refuse! Denied! Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can call on me. Just wish we could have made the deal with Harris Valentine. Or Reese's would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans changed. Fait que ça, j'imagine que c'est la owner du café avec son apron et son bloc-notes. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Arrêtez. Fran, where are you meeting with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver that night? Hey, Luca! Yeah! Todd, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter, des oreilles. Fine. When they left, I tell them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. You mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gen been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. Think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. Yeah, well. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luke. When you get to the treehouse. Ouais, mais ta grand-mère va savoir que t'es sorti aujourd'hui. Parce que, you know, you're exactly not there. Wants m'empêcher de passer. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It's simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Si t'écris le festival à gauche correctement. Perennial Harvest. Lumière à allumer en haut. Fly fish.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Looch. Crumple map. Got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Spine CBD and surrounding area CBD. Non, pas D. CBD oil. CBD stands for... Ouais, ça me donne juste dans la même chose. Bon, tant pis, on revient au jeu. Has been rejected. Who is that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Good, good. Fait que les Valentines se sont fait refuser quelque chose.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
C'est quoi? C'est quoi j'ai pris?
Luca
Struggle.
placed a sometimes.
And boostay. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquored for a hard man. Let's leave that be. Take a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. J'aime à la fréquence qu'on revient au pond pour refaire les mots, là. Like, c'est ça qu'il faut que j'utilise. Radio, ok, c'est littéralement ça. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. K said you were alright. What happened out there? You quoi, on arrête la fusée? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Got weapon in here. You better come out right now.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead? C'est là d'être un chat.
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Non, il a pris un moment. Non, ça a pris le... Oh, ok, c'est le kid qu'on a poussé dans la boîte. Il a l'air half... C'est Squirrel, là. Il a l'air half transformed, puis il a pris le manteau de Rollo, qui était sur le trunk à gauche. Now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your
Luca
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. You couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? Must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Rollo? Not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I'm trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Said they're going to the treehouse. The clipboards. Okay. Did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. A third of question. They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. Gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. Would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. No problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. Bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with a creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
Don't know what to do. Just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
Destruction.
The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Okay.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? And why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. He told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie! This is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why, because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop down there so we can have a face-to-face? Feel like this is gonna give us a hell of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Oh shucks, Luca. The only teeny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in town in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. I know I do.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Be right back, just checking a message. Okay.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that wasn't called for. More than a little rude. Just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it comes to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And
With
this.
a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
MCDC. Alright. Fait que toi j'ai tout ici. Toi j'ai tout ici. I can struggle here. I can tickle there. Leave trails in this. Fait que the heavy steel door. Fait que oui, ça c'est quand que je me suis fait pogné par le dude. Puis il m'a dragué. Puis comme disparu.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Fait que là, Rollo se fait pas pogner ici.
Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
C'est qu'on a déjà vu. Finished enjoying a mess of jam last night. Okay, so what did you get up to? Real nothing to do, so I just poked around town. Ok, ça c'est différent parce que je sais ça. Set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batch to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Mr. Tolliver. Another for Mr. Fratelli at the diner. Ok, fait que ça c'est les 2 personnes qui sont en train de parler avec elle plus tard ce soir. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed, he said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seemed to have taken a particular interest in my... Yeah. Is that a euphemism, Grandma? There's some extra in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Deliver gets the one on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Is that fun? Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. In simple matters, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Je me sens mal. On va fermer la porte du frigidaire. Hey, Rollo. Hey, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the whole Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it alien? Knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could possibly be? Rollo. Gotta deliver these into town first. I'm in denial. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sound like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. Not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Okay, for semblant. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Gonna swing it! I'm gonna swing it! Ah! Non, c'est moi qui s'est swingé finalement. Hey, what's your step? Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetle here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered about around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparation began. Think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch what's your step, okay? You think jam would make a good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. Je peux-tu... Non, je peux pas me mettre sur le bord du... You can tell those jerk it doesn't matter how many bucks they pile up. I ain't moving. He's on to something. Anger from the past mistakes, not yet made, and glimmering hope for the future. Carried them in all equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heaven, what a burden to bear. Yep. Il est clairement en train de référencer à... moi. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold? How do you keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert. You want some ice cream or not? Nah, I'm good. Ok. Oh, je peux pas smasher dessus.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Ah, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I'm gonna murder you tonight. I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. You wrote your name
Mr.
on them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam
He
to me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
Now put it on my store shelf, post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course.
He
course.
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat?
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune,
Yeah.
had a way of making questions seem like demand.
Certainly. It seemed to be the
Mr.
problem.
Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there is no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. Sorry, Miss Valentine, my readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the going on my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things changed, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. You finish that thought, I will make sure that monocle a permanent fixture of your... I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Fuck, fatty. Hey, Don. Huh? Hey, Luca, what's up? We got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around here yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. Get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other's working for Harris Valentine. And? The Valentines represent Beacon's past. The Perennial Harvest is pushing itself as its town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversation. I can imagine. And the child represents the present. You could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. Just that the Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is I'm terribly nervous. Really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being a mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Never really chose any of this. More of a duty to my family, or a legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. C'est un Valentine, toi aussi, je pense. For the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh shit, c'est bon ici. Toi, je t'ai pas vu encore. That's supposed to be my mom? I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. Gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. You think you can handle taking some order in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hey, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Aw, I'm cute. avec mes petits stubs ici de antler, là. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. Can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. There you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Love me too. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be the sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. Silver lining is without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts? Sound fun? Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. Perfect, thank you. God, Luke! They've shrunk the wait staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pups doing? You've been pretty busy these days. I have a feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. That's a burger with bite. Look like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. J'imagine que c'est tout ce que je pouvais crafter. Avec les trucs que j'avais. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Ow. You're all skins and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I thought your mama had a cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can keep a mother from her
Luca
son.
shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see
Mrs.
here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on
She
them.
carefully
How
lifted
thoughtful.
out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do. Y a-t-il quelque chose de nouveau que je peux faire? Ah, on voit, ils ont leur plateau devant eux autres maintenant. Alright. On va appeler ça un épisode ici. Puis on va revenir la prochaine fois. Au revoir et à bientôt.